What is most aligned with your best self-interest usually isn't what is most comfortable, convenient, or conventional. I often see people talking about being selfish or engaging in one's own self-interest as a purely negative thing. And while I can absolutely acknowledge and understand that it can be negative, there absolutely is ways that people can pursue a shallow kind of self-interest. I feel like including that as the only means to be able to express the self-interest, I think is very flawed and unhelpful. Because ultimately, there's so many more situations where we are given the chance to be able to fulfill our highest self-interest, our deep self-interest in a way that is not only aligned with what is best for us, but ultimately what's best for others as well. And so when we consider these situations where we want to do something that might rub a few shoulders the wrong way or rock the boat, I think we need to reflect. We need to take a second to consider what that is actually saying. Are we just trying to conform? Are we just trying to do what is conventional because it's familiar, because it's easy, because it's convenient and comfortable? Or are we actually trying to do what feels the most aligned with the deepest self-interest that we have access to? And unfortunately, most people aren't even aware of that distinction. So if there is any claims of being selfish or of pursuing one's self-interest, it is boxed, it is categorized as this purely negative form of selfishness that we've come to see in popular culture, in media, and in other general discussion. There's so many situations in a day and across our lives where we have the chance to make a choice that is either comfortable, convenient, conventional, or again, one that causes a little bit of friction, that chooses to do something different, that isn't familiar, that we might not do well, that we might even fail, that we might revert and choose to come back to where we are right now. But if we aren't able to take that leap, if we aren't able to take that step, then we're destined to only do what we've ever done. And unfortunately, the likelihood that we've landed on the perfect aligned life that is exactly what we want on the first try, just guided by what our friends, family, society, and the experiences we've had up to this point have led us to, is likely quite low. It's about sincerely trying our best to make the next best step, rather than just making the next best convenient, comfortable, or conventional step. The next step that is the most aligned, that is the hard part.